Be ready. Start. In this application under Articles 226 and 227 of the Constitution, the question for consideration arises upon what the Election Tribunal, Raipur, determined in regard to a preliminary objection of the petitioner to the election petition filed by the respondent number 1 challenging the petitioner's election to the State Legislative Assembly from Kasdol constituency. The relevant facts are these. The petitioner was duly elected to the MP State Legislative Assembly at a by-election held in May from Kasdol constituency. The respondent number 1, who was defeated at the election, filed an election petition praying that the petitioner's election be declared void as the petitioner was guilty inter alia of having committed certain corrupt practices enumerated in the petition. To support the allegations of corrupt practices and the particulars thereof, the respondent number 1 filed an affidavit along with the election petition. In his reply to the petition, the applicant raised the preliminary objection that the proviso to section 83(1) of the Representation of the People Act 1951 hereinafter referred to as the Act required that if allegations of any corrupt practices are made in an election petition, then the petition should be accompanied by an affidavit in the prescribed form in support of the allegation of corrupt practice or practices and the particulars thereof, that this provision was mandatory, that the affidavit filed by the respondent number 1 was not in the form prescribed by Rule 94A of the Conduct of Election Rules 1961 hereinafter referred to as the rules, in that it was not sworn before a magistrate at the first class or a notary or a commissioner of oaths, that the non-compliance of Rule 94A rendered the petition ineffective and liable to be dismissed under section 90(3) of the Act, and that in any case the allegations of corrupt practices in the petition were liable to be struck out as they were not supported by any affidavit in conformity with the proviso to section 83(1) and Rule 94A. On this objection, the tribunal framed the following preliminary issues: whether the affidavit filed by the petitioner in support of his petition is bad in law as not properly sworn before a competent officer duly authorized to attest and authenticate an affidavit, and does not comply with the provisions of section 83 of the Act and the rules made thereunder. If so, whether the petition is liable to be dismissed on this ground. The appellant company challenged the imposition of water tax by the Rampur Municipal Board in a petition under Article 226 of the Constitution of India on the ground that the tax had not been imposed according to law in as much as the proposals and draft rules had been published by the board in an Urdu paper, whereas according to the mandatory provisions of section 131 bracket 3 read with the section 93 bracket 3 of the UP Municipalities Act 1916, they should have been published in a Hindi paper. The High Court dismissed the petition but granted a certificate under Article 133 bracket 1 clause C. The questions for consideration were whether the whole of section 131 bracket 3 was mandatory or the part of it requiring publication in the manner laid down in section 94 bracket 3, that is in a Hindi newspaper, was merely directory, and whether the publication in the Government Gazette of the notification imposing the tax was not conclusive proof as provided in section 135 bracket 3 of the prescribed procedure having been observed. Section 131 bracket 3 can be divided into two parts. The first one providing that the proposal and draft rules for a tax intended to be imposed should be published for the objections of the public, if any, and the second laying down that the publication must be in the manner laid down in section 94 bracket 3. Considering the object of the provisions for publication, namely to enable the public to place its viewpoint before the board, it is necessary to hold that the first part of the section is mandatory, for to hold otherwise would be to render the whole procedure prescribed for the imposition of taxes nugatory. The second part of the section is, however, merely should be in Hindi in a local paper, and if that is done, that would be compliance with section 94 bracket 3. In the instant case, publication was made in Hindi in a local paper which on the evidence seems to have good circulation in Rampur. There is no regularly published local Hindi newspaper. There was, in the circumstances, substantial compliance with the provisions of section 94 bracket 3. In this case, section 135 bracket 3 provides that a notification of the imposition of tax in the Government Gazette was conclusive proof that the tax had been imposed in accordance with the provisions of the Act. Whether such a notification will save a tax which has been imposed without at all complying with one of the mandatory provisions.